talking about a poetry reading. There was a lot of feelings involved there. We're emoting. Hi everybody, my name is Asie Mohtarez. I'm the ethnic part of the show. We're gonna get right into it. You're not that ethnic. I'm putting the Iranian on first is part of the nuclear peace treaty. He's obligated to do it for the next 6 months. Shout out to everyone for getting through the winter so far. Woo! I'd like to thank Wellbutrin XL and masturbation. Mommy, why are my fingers so dry and pruny and they smell funny? I don't understand. Well, because you have to masturbate to get through the winter. You have to watch a lot of Pornhub to get through New York winter. Did you close your tab? Did you turn off your computer properly? Because if something happens to you and your parents have to go to your apartment and they see that shit on your computer, they're going to be like, wow. No, that happened to me once though. My computer died and I had to take it to the Apple store and I was like, please, no, God, no, please. Sound off, sound off. Sound off. At least you guys had presents and drinking and stuff to get through, and you guys get that every year, being Americans. I remember the first time I tried to pull off the whole Santa thing with my family. I was like, so at school I heard about this thing, and we lived in a apartment building in Broadway, so I left the front door open. I laid out I tried to find some cookies, but it was like baklava or some shit. I couldn't find a chocolate chip cookie to save your life in my household. There's no milk. It had to be like cardamom tea or some shit for Santa Claus. And I left it out, and I went to my bed, and I was like, I'm gonna get presents, it's gonna be awesome. And my mom was like, awesome, who left the front door open? Oh, at school they said a few cookies and San Francisco presents. Let me tell you something, okay? If a man with white beard comes to this house, it's going to be Ayatollah Khomeini. And we're going to be in big trouble. Santa Claus doesn't bring present for Persian kid. Okay? And by the way, your eyebrow look crazy. You look like Saddam Hussein. Go get it fixed tomorrow. For real. Also, your vagina hair is growing a little bit over your underwear. Go see your grandmother next week. It's a little bit puffy. I definitely legit rocked the puffy underpants when I was little. I like to give a shout out to laser hair removal. Everyone knows what laser hair removal is, right? Everyone has the Groupon app. Everyone's on the same page. You actually know, I don't respect anyone in this room that's never had laser hair removal. You don't know what pain is. You have no idea what pain is until you had a laser pointed at your gentle brown little butthole to have hair removed. And I was like, I don't think there's, oh, it's okay, I know what is, Irina knows. It's be our secret. Your mother told me you are committed. Please, just do it, please. I'm literally wearing like fucking cataract glasses to protect my eyes from the laser. She's wearing cataract glasses. I'm like holding my butt cheeks open, and she's like wants me to tell her a fucking joke. And I'm like, just please. And then like she zaps it, and I saw like God for a moment. I almost threw up and pooped myself at the same time because your like butt like kind of reverberates a little bit when like laser shoots at it. I was like, I'm definitely gonna crap this table by the time she's done for sure. Like that's what she's gonna go tell my mom that got me this great deal on Groupon. Luckily though, there's a word for throwing up and shitting at the same time in Farsi, so that's kind of a true mark of an excellent language if you have like a saying for vomiting and crapping yourself at the same time. Because like, you know, when that happens to you and you have to just sort of like, if you get like the stomach virus or something and you're sitting there and you have to like make a choice. You're like, well, I should probably puke first and then poop, because if I poop first, I'll like get sick of the smell and throw up all over myself. So let's make a deal, butthole. Please be with me. I really like talking about my butthole. I like really look for any excuse to say the word butthole during my set. As long as I'm not saying the word moist, because it makes me very, very upset. It's disgusting. It's one of those words ever. I think it's cool that I'm like trying to capitalize on being Iranian. It's like the first time that it's like useful to me. People didn't even know what it was up until a few years ago. People be like, oh, Persian. So you're from Paris. That's very nice. Are you French? That's very nice. It's classy over there, I've heard. And now people are like, oh, I know what that is. I know what that is. I've seen the show. Shahs of Sunset, right? You're really rich, right? You would like to drive in a gold Mercedes. And I'm like, it makes me want to like set myself on fire when people say Shahs of Sunset. Like that's the hallmark of my fucking culture that I ran away from to move to America. That's okay. Isn't that awesome? It's a little too la 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 la. Not enough like, hey, how's it going? Here's some freedom. But I realized that if I, set myself on fire, it'd be like too ethnic of a way to die. I'd be sort of proving their point that I'm a little too ethnic. I know, you're checking out my amazing hair. But just remember, laser hair removal. This hair happened all over. This rope-like, lustrous Kim Kardashian hair that sometimes black girls give me a little weave check. I'm like, I know you're not going for my shoulder. You're going to see if I have a weave and where you can buy it. Tehran. You can get it in Tehran. I feel like out there somewhere there's like a guy named Brian in the Middle East telling like NPR jokes in this very moment. And we're like syncing up. And then like Habibis are sitting there being like, what is NPR? I don't... Why do I have a Russian accent? Because the Iranian girl's doing the accent and she doesn't know what the difference between Russian and Arab. Persians really look down on Arabs. Did you guys know that? It's amazing how like immigrants look down on other immigrants. Like there's a whole hierarchy. Iranians think that they're better than Arabs. Way better than Indians. Not even on the same scale as Bangladeshis. Chinese people, it like doesn't even register. They just think that they're smart and do math well. They like envy their math skills. And I'm like, can't really be that racist when you're also... There's not enough... I have this face and not this fucking name, Asmana Mahahaha, whatever it was, every first day of school in New Jersey. And they were like, I went to go get scholarships, and they were like, oh, sorry, there's not enough of you to warrant a minority. Guys! Yeah, literally, you have to have a certain... Thanks! You're like... I wish we were high. Some people are high. Is anyone here high right now? Just be honest with me. Is it going to kick in your paranoia? Is anyone on anything, rolling, or whatever you call it? Why would you roll in ecstasy here? That'd be the worst. You're like back in the back, like licking the brick. You're like... How much more time do I have? Should I talk about the fact that I'm engaged to a big hulking Jewish guy named Israel? Does anyone find an irony in that? Because that's amazing. This guy asked me to marry him. My whole set used to be about being miserable and single, and now I'm like happy. I went to go...
You just needed somebody to video.
I used to be a have-not, now I'm like, oh, I'm not sure how many carats it is. I I do know. I have the gemology report. Isn't it fun? How's your OkCupid search going? Such a dick. My friend, when he found out that I was dating a dude named Israel, he was like, and he's like an enormous man. He's and he was like, he's kind of bossy. He like, do you mind if I?
Do you?
Okay. When we were dating before this had happened, he was like, I would really like it if you like wore like a collar, like when you were in the house to like signify that you were mine. And I was like, they have a thing for that. They're diamonds. I'll wear those to signify that I'm yours. So yeah, I was like, I'm dating like a bossy Jew named Israel. And my friend was like, well, that's not the first time that Israel's dominated Iran. Like, whoa, nice. I know where you stand on the line of politics. Literally, his parents like watch the news all the time now to be like, ooh, hopefully we don't go to war before the wedding. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we don't have to choose a line. That's what's ironic about the age of computers, and is that what it's called? No, I don't think anybody calls it that. Is it the digital age? Or they only call that in the 90s? They don't call it that anymore. That an Iranian girl trying to capitalize on our Iranianness meets a New York Jew. That puts a ring on it. Shout out to you, Brian. I hope things are going better for you in Uzbekistan or Dubai, wherever you are. Fuck them if they don't get the NPR jokes. Thanks, everybody. My name's Asie Mohtarez.
That was so weird. I'm so sorry, Asie.